Hey, what's up DIYers? Mike Borders with the Mike Borders channel. Thank you for watching. Today we are going to go into our bathroom, remove an old towel rack. Doesn't really serve the appropriate purpose, and we are going to install a brand new 18-inch Delta rack. All right, DIYers, inside the bathroom now, and just to the left of the shower, you can see our towel rack, and it's not really organized, as you can see here. And long story short, this towel rack does not serve the purpose of being just to the left of our shower. So because of that, we are going to remove this and install a new one. With everything removed, it's still in really nice condition. Nothing wrong with it. It's not damaged or anything. But again, does not serve the purpose. Coming to the left, we don't even have a towel rack holder or a ring. Nothing. Come down below, and underneath, as you can see right there, we have a flathead screwdriver. And this is becoming more and more uncommon to have flathead or Phillips screws on the bottom portion of these towel racks. Nowadays, they're using Allen screws, and you will need an Allen wrench to remove those. But in our case, again, a flathead screwdriver will do. We will unscrew both the left lower screw and the right lower screw. And basically at that point, you can shift this whole bracket or rack up and off its internal mounts. And as far as the screwdriver, again, a small flathead screwdriver. And I'll do my best to give you good camera angles and not get in your way in the process. Again, come underneath, carefully unscrew it. In most cases, you will not need to remove this screw all the way, as you see here. Check that out. I'll put that back up on there momentarily. And just be careful because things may fall. Once you get it loose, lift up and pull this whole bar and rack off the internal wall mounts. Next, go ahead and grab a tape measure, and we want to measure the distance between the center of the left mount and the center of the right mount. And this will come in handy when you head to the store and shop for a new rack. And center to center, as you can see, it is just about 17 and 3/4. It's safe to say I'm in between that 17 and 18-inch towel bar or towel rack measurement. From here, I'm going to stay away from power tools because it's drywall, and I'm just going to unscrew all 4 of these Phillips screws. And if your screw's not coming out, just go to the back side of the mount and carefully apply some outward pressure. Not too hard because you do not want to damage the drywall or sheetrock. Now what we'll do is go grab our brand new towel bar and rack. And DIYers, here it is. We purchased the Delta brand 18-inch, and you can see the photo on the box, and it's got 3 large hooks, which actually are 6 hooks. We're gonna like this. Let's go ahead and install it. And here it is out of the box. Check that out. That is going to serve a much better purpose and be much more appropriate for that exact location. Back to the wall, and here again is the brand new towel rack or hooks. And as I position this on the wall where the previous mounts were, you can see that unfortunately the left hole and right hole are not going to match up perfectly with the already drilled holes. I've grabbed my Craftsman stud finder, and I'll place it flush against the wall, push the button on the left hand side, allow it to calibrate, and I will slowly shift it to the left until I find a stud. Okay. So there's a stud. I'll shift it to the right. Okay, so that might work out perfectly. Next, what I might do is I might use the holes on the left-hand side and align this where I can hide at least one of the imprints from the previous rack. And I've got a Craftsman level, and I'm going to carefully level this towel bar and rack. And if that looks good, I'm going to press in, and I've got this cool little pick tool I purchased at my local AutoZone. Again, double check that you are level, and I'm going to come in as straight as possible and give it a couple little pokes at the drywall on both sides, and that will be my screw holes. Take that away. You now see the left pinhole and the right pinhole there. From here, I'll grab the new towel rack or bar and shift the hardware all the way through and match it to that hole. And again, stay away from power drills. Apply inward pressure, and hopefully this screw sinks right into a stud. That would be incredibly awesome. And I can definitely feel the screw getting harder as I screw it in, so that is good. And I'm not going to tighten this all the way. I'm going to shift this up. Do your best not to scratch your wall. And I will also grab the level and put the level on it and move it until it is perfectly level. And once I'm level, I will push in on the screw and I will remove the level, and I am going to carefully screw this in. And a quick update. Again, the left side went right into a stud. Unfortunately, the right side did not. I'm going to replace my level. And as you can see here, it's nice and level. Not sure if you can see that. However, because this right side screw did not sink itself into a stud, I'm going to remove both screws and install a drywall anchor on the right side. I fully removed the towel rack, and here is the drywall anchor and a close-up view of it. And what I'm going to do is see if this little tip of the drywall anchor will fit in there, and it's just a little bigger than the hole. So I'm going to grab my Craftsman drill, and I've got a 3/16 drill bit. Be very careful as you drill. Align the drill bit as straight as possible to the hole and slowly widen that hole. And the 3/16 drill bit was just a bit small, and I stepped it up to a 13/64. And again, I'm just widening that hole. Back to the drywall anchor, and I'm going to carefully press it in, and that is perfect. And from here, grab a thick Phillips screwdriver, and what you'll do is apply some friendly inward pressure, but not too much. The last thing you want to do is apply too much inward pressure where you damage or crack your sheetrock or drywall. That would not be good. Carefully turn the drywall anchor clockwise until it begins screwing in. And keep that nice friendly inward pressure on the drywall anchor itself as you screw it in. And go very slow, be very precise. The slower you go, the better. There we go. The drywall anchor is flush with the drywall, and I did not damage the surrounding area of that hole. Back to the rack, and I'm going to align the screw with that drywall anchor and screw it in. And this is much better and stronger and long-term reliable lasting than just having this screw screwed into the sheetrock without any anchor or stud. Carefully shift it up without scratching your wall. And again, this side went into a stud, so this is going to be without a drywall anchor. And DIYers, here it is. I really like this. Much more appropriate for this area coming in and out of the shower than the previous towel bar or rack. 1, 2, 3 hooks on the bottom, 1, 2, 3 hooks on top. Again, just be patient, work slowly, be precise. Make sure everything is perfectly aligned, level, and use a stud finder. Be careful as you sink those screws into the drywall or sheetrock. And if you have to install a drywall anchor or both, now you know how to do it. Here it is, DIYers, the finished product. As you can see, a definite upgrade and much more appropriate for the mission and location for this towel rack or bar. And really it's a towel hook now, towel hooks. And the wife picked this one out, A+ to her. Great taste, I love it. Awesome. And I'm going to clean up my tools. As far as the towel rack or bar we removed, I think it's too big to go right here. I may go out and purchase a towel ring and install it here as opposed to that long 18-inch bar. However, I'm not going to bore you with that in this video. I will post links down below in the comment section as well as the description section and several links. We are going to basically redo everything on this jacuzzi, all of the jet inserts, the controls. We are going to install brand new stems and handles as well as a spout or faucet. In addition, down below in the comment section is a link on how to remove a shower head and install a brand new shower head. And let's go out to the opposite side of the wall right here, kind of framed in, which is cool. That is our access panel. We can remove the left Phillips screw and the right Phillips screw and pull that panel back. And inside that wall is the entire pump and electronics and plumbing for the jacuzzi. And we're going to redo all of that as well. DIYers, that's it. We hope this helped. Hey, do us a favor. Below the video, you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We would really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. How cool is that? And one last thing before I forget, just to the right of the new rack is the imprint of the old or previous bar, as well as one little screw hole. I'll grab a rag and clean up the shadowed imprint and grab some spackle and spackle that hole, as well as this little imprint right here. And just patiently wait until the time comes where I repaint the wall, and it will look great. And one last thing before I throw this box away, on the back side, check out those options. Instead of the ring, I might go with this, but better yet, to match the install that we just did, I might even go with that little J-hook. And I did just that. And down below is a video link on how to install this. We're excited about that. That'll come in very handy. And check this out, our DIY channel, Crypto Token. Check out toolboxtoken.com. We're having a lot of fun with that. We got a cool ecosystem built. Taking a step back from the workstation, we are always busy here at the workstation, and it is snowing outside, as you can see. And in-house for some DIY repair videos is my mom and dad's jet ski. Wife approved. How cool is that? Inside the house at the workstation. Thanks again for watching.